Welcome to the UX Design Show, and of course I am your host, Emanuel Johnson Jr., and today I want to tell you how I discovered Google ARCore. When I gave you guys the video of the Home Depot augmented reality feature that they have in their app, I wanted to know what Lowe's response to that was. For those of you who don't know, I worked at the corporate office in Mooresville, North Carolina as a contractor for 3 years. That's how I started my UX career. And anytime Home Depot did something, Lowe's always had an answer for it. So I did a little digging and come to find out they have a lab where they built Lowe's Vision. You can only get it on several devices well, actually 3 devices, not several. It's just literally 3. There's a tablet and there's 2 phones, and those phones and that tablet have to use the Google Tango technology. If you don't know what Google Tango is, I definitely suggest you look it up. I have a link to the description of it below to an article that will tell you all about it. But in a nutshell, it uses multiple camera lenses so that it can see depth in the image that has been given so that it can draw those figures. Very, very similar to what the Microsoft HoloLens has, where when you put the headset on, it goes ahead and draws the room itself. It'll draw the couch, it'll draw everything in the room, so that as soon as you add a 3D element to it, it automatically bounces off of it and things of that nature. Of course, you don't need anything that strong with Google Tango for what they were doing with Lowe's Vision. Lowe's Vision basically was allowing people to point at a particular spot in the room. You could draw a line or a box in that area that's open. It would know what the measurements were because of the multitude of cameras and being able to actually tell what the depth of that space was. So that's really, really big, which allowed them to then be able to pull up products, bring them in, turn them and twist them, put them directly in place, and it looks just as if you installed it in your home. So having those actual 3D elements of each furniture product that you can place in the empty spot where you want it is a super big deal. And you're going to start to see more of this with Apple's announcement with the new Google, with Apple's announcement of the iPhone X. You will start to see more of this because they have an ARCore Kit that's releasing with the iPhone 8 and the iPhone X. So you're going to see more and more people trying to figure out how they can start to use a lot of those features, and it's definitely going to change the way we start to look at applications and some of the things that we can start doing some cool stuff with a lot of applications once those kits are made available. But to get back to Lowe's Vision, it's really cool. It's pretty sick how you're able to just draw the depth in nose, feet, inches just by looking through the camera lenses itself, and then you can place those objects right in there. So that's really, really cool, really, really deep. I like the fact that you can use it in portrait, and you can use it horizontally and vertically. So that is great. All of the features are pretty much the same. You can measure. You can also look at the design itself. You can do captures. It's pretty neat. I have to say, it's pretty disappointing that we can't use it now. But this is how I discovered ARCore. Google's ARCore. So while looking at this and being quite disappointed not at the application itself, I was blown away by Lowe's Vision. Lowe's Vision is awesome. I want it right now. But no one can get it. But hopefully with Google ARCore now being a developer kit that's being sent out to everyone as we speak, developers are looking at this thing. I'm hoping that Lowe's will then go back and see how many of those features they were going to build into Lowe's Vision and see what they can do about getting some of those done through Google ARCore. Now, I don't know if they've already talked about this or if this is something that they're working on, but I'm going to tell you right now, I got a link to the video from Lowe's. This app is phenomenal. And I want to be very, very clear. This is not new stuff that Lowe's is doing. This has actually been around, I think, for the last 2 years for them. So they developed this a while ago. But you had to have the Google Tango phones, which you can't get anywhere. So that gave them a huge disadvantage, and it's something they couldn't roll out publicly for everyone. But now they will be able to. And to think about it, Pokemon Go went crazy last year with that AR video game. And now we could have had stuff like that beforehand if we had Google ARCore. So I like the fact that Google has been kind of pushing innovation on this. I believe they drove Apple to go ahead and release their own AR kit with the new phone coming up. I think they knew that this was going to become a big trend. I think Pokemon Go pushed everybody over this edge that, you know what, we need to do more with augmented reality. And if you think about it, this even goes back to Google Glass. Google Glass was such a hit and yet so controversial because people were having their Facebook profiles pulled up as they were at bars and chicks are checking them out, or you're checking out chicks, whatever the case may be. You know, so it became such a controversial thing. But now the fact that we'll be able to pull up our phones really soon and be able to do some of those really cool things that were in Google Glass, and also too, they'll have better visuals, they'll have better UX experiences all the way around, because all of this stuff is going to get reimagined, and we won't have to wait or have to get a special device. Google ARCore will work with pretty much any phone. It's going to use whatever camera you have, and the better the camera you have, the more features you'll be able to use of the application. In my opinion, that is the absolute best way to do it. You can't have a perfect world, and everybody's not going to go get the absolute best phone. But what you do is put it out for everyone so that they can have some semblance of this application, and they no longer have to wait for that perfect world. So that is it. I am super excited about ARCore. I am super excited about the new kit that's dropping in the iPhone X and the iPhone 8. I can't wait to see what people create, and I can't wait to see what we do with it as UX designers. So tell me what you think below in the comments. Leave me something there. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. And look for more videos coming this weekend. Alright? Talk to you guys soon. Catch you later in the next video. Peace.